Hi! I was going to wind up my next hank of the Furls Whims Merino, and so I thought I would show you my new yarn swift and ball winder that I just got. And ta-da! Here's the Whims Merino and my partner. That's Judy. And so if you haven't used a swift before, and to be honest, like this is my first one, this probably isn't one of the best ones. This is wire and covered wire on the outside, but the concept is the same. It holds the hank for you and freely spins while you wind it up on here. Are you going to help me? Okay. So when you undo your hank, you're going to find spots where it's probably knotted together, and instead of taking the time to undo it, I'm just going to cut it right here with my dull scissors. And find anywhere else where it's been hooked together. On these, I don't see anything else. Usually there's some spots on the other side, especially with home dyed yarns. And then you want to drape it around your swift and keep some tension and be able to open your swift wide enough so that it can hold it completely on its own. Sorry, I'm putting my back to you. So right about there, if you can see that completely. So then I'm going to take one end, and let's take this end. I don't think it really matters, but you might notice like if it's coming from the inside or the outside of it. And then that's right, you got, okay, we're going to be going the other way, okay? On the ball winder, I have mine clamped to the table pretty good, but there's a eyelet where, do you want to get down? There's an eyelet where you need to put the yarn through so that it is guided onto the winder in the right place. Are you gonna wind it? So put it through the eyelet, and then there's a slit in the top of the winder, and this one says wind clockwise. I'm just gonna start doing that, and I'm gonna keep my, okay, you gonna do it? Okay, there you go, good girl. Okay, keep going. All right, helpers are good. Okay, keep going, you're doing good. Oh my goodness. So this is the third thing that I wound this morning, and my husband brought this in, like when the kids went out to the school bus, the box was at the door. And yeah, this is the third thing that I've wound up. And when I was at CGOA last year, last summer, they said like when you wind something, you probably want to use it pretty quickly. So I'm going to be doing something with those other pieces. And I wound up that purple, that gorgeous purple and blue and green, the jewel toned, are you going to do it? Okay. The jewel toned art yarn. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to make a shirt out of it. So you'll be seeing something in that. But I got to get going on this, this commissioned piece for Furls that I'm doing that I'm super excited for y'all to be able to see whenever it comes out. And I'm excited that I get to play with more of the Furls yarn, and that now I can wind it up with, other way. Well, you got to do it the right way, baby. I know. But the first thing that I did, listen. Do you hear that? The sound of the winder. It's nice and quiet. The spinning swift is real quiet. It was really meditative to just sit here and listen and feel the yarn go through my hands and see it get wound up so beautifully. And I was just like, oh, I'm in heaven. So you just keep going. And this is it. You just keep going. I have the yarn going through my fingers a little further out from the Swift just to kind of make sure it's not going to get tangled before the tension gets too tight on the ball winder. And it reminded me also of, you know, on a sewing machine, how the thread goes back and forth and back and up and down and through like all those different spots before you're finally just getting it through the needle and into your piece. And so it's sort of like that like if you know, I have the thread coming to my hand, and then I can keep some tension on what's happening at the ball winder and keep it going there. And that's what is going on. What is it? Oh, and somebody's jealous of my time. Do you want to do it? Do you want to wind? No? Okay. Well, Mommy's almost done. Look. Almost there. This yarn is so soft and has such a sponginess to it. If you haven't got some yet, be sure to take advantage of the Valentine's sale. Hands off. Hands off. The Valentine's sale right now with code capital L lowercase OVE 20, love 20. You can get 20% off any order under $80. And with capital L love 25, you can get 25% off any order over $80. So these, the Whims Merino is already a $10 hank, which is a great deal for superwash merino and nylon, and a Z-twist, so specially made for crocheters. Oh dear, what's happening? Something. I think I got it a little too close there. So think, you know, 20% off, that's an $8 hank. 25% off, that's a $7.50 hank. You know, that's a great deal. So you could really stock up on that for Valentine's, and then have some great colors to go towards springtime. So, okay, there we go. I got it in the right spot. Watch out, baby, you getting tangled? She's stepping in my yarn. You getting tangled? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh baby. I don't need a baby in my yarn. Okay. Oop, oop, almost. Almost. It's on a dolly. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. And if you want to be nice and friendly, you could use my affiliate link on my site, and I'll add it if I can to this post. Let me scoot down. So, ta-da! The winder part detaches from the base of the ball winder, and then when you're done, you just push down on that and slide it off, and voila! So you can use this from the outside, or you can pull, because you had that inner string, the starting string, hooked on the top of your winder right there in that slot. So you can get it just right off the top from right here, and go from there. So I am super excited. This is really neat. This is like, I saw a video once of the yarn getting wound up into skeins in a factory, and they had it on a spool, and when they pulled the spool out, the yarn went poof, and that's exactly what this did right here. When I pulled that spool out, the hole filled in right here. If not a hole there, it went poof. So that's the sponginess of the nylon and the wool in this one. So there it is. Yarn winded up, Whims Merino. From Furls, Whims Merino, and it is fantastic. It is super awesome, super soft, super fun and spongy. And the piece I'm doing, it may be a 3 size yarn, a weight 3, which is light. You know, this one's a light 3. I'm still using an eye hook on it, and it's a great there's a great feel to the fabric that I'm making with an eye hook. So don't think like smaller yarn, you have to be using much smaller hooks on it. And you know, it's recommended 4 to 5.5. So I mean, an eye, yeah, that's 5.5. You know, but that's still a decent size hook. So you know, things can work up pretty quickly, and it's really nice. So thank you for watching, and there's my Swift, and I'll see you later. Bye.